Hello again, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Aligned Identity. Um, I really appreciate the support you guys have been giving me, um, the constant views, constant likes, subscribing, all that stuff really helps me, and I really appreciate it. From the bottom of my heart, honestly. I really do appreciate every comment, every bit of support that you guys provide. Um, I kind of wanted to talk about something again that has hit me close to home. Um, a lot of people started January 1st with New Year's resolutions and things that they wanted to change about their life that was um, going to benefit them. And whether it's a goal, a challenge, whether if it was a new lifestyle, um, whatever it may be. We're almost to March at this point. You know, I'm recording this late February, and sometimes people fall off, and you know, you sometimes lose sight and vision of the goals that you had in mind at the beginning of the year because life goes on, and you really didn't make complete fundamental changes and didn't consistently do things. Sometimes you would give yourself some grace and um, you know, have a cheat day or, um, you know, do something against your goal. And when that happens, sometimes in our mind, when we let ourselves down and we don't continue finishing that goal and we take like our foot off the gas, we think, oh, I've already let myself down. I've already like went a different path down the path of no return, right? And we think that like we mess up one time or oh, we didn't go to the gym today. Um, oh shit, I didn't go to the gym tomorrow, like you consistently are not living up to your standard that you want to uphold. And then we just completely forget about it. We completely forget about um, our goals. We completely like put those on a shelf for next year, you know? And the reason I'm bringing this up is because people that I know and people I love and care about, and myself too, there are some goals that I'm still striving for, and um, I'm not necessarily hitting completely. I'm not giving the effort that I intended to. I intended to make more clips and things like that for this channel and um, for this podcast. I really wanted to do all these things, and I had creative motivation to do all those things, but I haven't really expressed that and haven't followed through on that. Um, so that's something I need to be working on, but I don't look at it as, oh, I haven't done it today, I haven't done it yesterday, so I shouldn't do it at all. It's still my goal, it's still my ambition, and I could pick that up tomorrow if I wanted to. And you have to find the time and the mental space, and you have to schedule things into your life. You really do. And that's something that I'm putting time into video games, and I could be scheduling time to be editing and doing all the things that I've been wanting to do with this channel, but I haven't because I've not put the correct time, haven't put the correct effort into those things, and so I cannot expect results. And I cannot expect to just one day have motivation to want to do these things. So to circle back, people in my life I love and I care about, um, sometimes you drop the ball, right? And then when you drop the ball, you never pick it back up. And we have to work on realizing that the ball can be played with any day. You are in complete control of how your day goes. You really are. People think that they're out of control and that um, that day is destined to be a certain way. No, you really can put a positive impact into your day, positive ideals. Um, you can really change anything you want and take control of your situation any day. Any day. It could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be the next day. You can really take control, and you, at the end of the day, dictate your future and um, the things that you achieve. You dictate those at the end of the day. There are some small influences that might be able to deduct from that, but truly, you, whoever is listening, you really have the choice to pursue the things that you want to do. And when we drop the ball, we have to be able to realize that we are in control. That ball is ours. We get to decide, you know what? I might have been eating out this week. Today, I'm in control. Today, I'm intentional in taking control of my eating habits, my health. This is the way I'm going to live. You can really start making changes today. It's just up to you. We all have the power to change our direction in life. We just got to grab it and wake up and realize it and be ready to take the initiative to accomplish it. So, anyone out there who may have had a goal at the beginning of the year, and you haven't necessarily fulfilled that yet, or you got off the wagon, I encourage you, pick the ball back up. Pick that goal, that dream, whatever it is, pick it back up and own it. And I want to talk about how you can start scheduling that into your life, because you can't just pick the ball back up and expect to be able to put 8 hours a day into it or 10 hours a day or all your focus into it if you really haven't set that as a habit of yours or a fundamental lifestyle of yours. If you just at the beginning of the year, I think it's funny because it gives you initiative. At the beginning of the new year, new me, and it's tomorrow is a new you. Today is a new you. It's all about your mindset and how you go into each and every day. And you have to be able to put time and effort into actually scheduling and motivation to be able to start accomplishing whatever that goal may be. And if you have not fulfilled your goal, then you know why you didn't fulfill that goal. Is it because you have cravings for certain foods, or I didn't have a set grocery list of things that I wanted to eat, or I didn't have meals planned out, or it's time consuming, and eating out is much quicker. You have to diagnose why maybe you fell short of your goals and start planning your next mission to accomplish those. So if you're someone who maybe, for instance, the gym, a lot of people have new year, new me. They want to get fit. They want to go to the gym and stuff like that. And ask yourself, why did I fall short? Was it because I was too tired at the end of the day? If you are, then maybe work out first thing in the morning and see if that works. As for me, that's how I do it. I know I have energy for it in the beginning of the day because I haven't had work. I have no outside influences to exhaust my energy. If I go very early in the morning. It's all I have. And that's something I identified that was going to work for me. And so, one nice thing about, maybe falling short of whatever you're pursuing is that you know where you fell short. Is it information? Did you lack information? Did you not know enough about the subject? Like I said, was it a time issue? Was it an effort issue? You know it. You really do. In your heart, you know what the issue is. And so when you want to, like, again, using the analogy of picking the ball back up, you can reverse diagnose how you can accomplish your goals. So you know your pitfall. You know what prevented you from accomplishing your goal. And now mark those things down and provide a plan to defeat those issues that you have so you can really plan and set yourself up for success. Because without planning and without consistency, you're not going to be able to really start seeing progress in whatever it is. You can't just do 3 ab days and have a six pack, right? Everyone knows that, but it's just the idea that you have to actually plan in the beginning. You actually have to put more effort into consistency and discipline. Otherwise, you're not going to make it very far into whatever pursuit you have. I have been on quite a little journey since my last episode. I explained that I was extremely sick. I had an issue of eating out again. Because when I was sick, I didn't want to cook food. I didn't order any groceries. And that can be an excuse, sure. Like, I'm happy to say it's an excuse not to cook because I'm sick and I didn't have the energy. And at the end of the day, I really could have gone out of my way if I would have put a focus on cooking eggs, those kind of things. Very easy, simple. That's how my meal plans are kind of planned out, is like when I come home, it's easy to cook food and healthy food. But when I was sick, I made every excuse in the book and I just ordered Uber Eats every single day. I ordered a lot of soup and things like that from like Panera. It's kind of funny. I couldn't eat a lot of food. My mind was like, dude, you are starving. Like, you need to eat. And then when the food would come, I would like look at it and it just wouldn't look good. So I went through that a little bit. But the reason I bring this up is because I gave myself an excuse because I was sick and, I dropped the ball in my eyes because I don't want to eat out. It's against my goals financially. It's against my goals physically and for my health. I prefer to eat in whole foods, less processed food going into my body. That's ideal. But after that week was gone and I had no excuses anymore, and I had missed the gym that week, which is crucial for me because that's almost felt like an identity for me and something I do every single day. And I couldn't do that for an entire week, not only for energy but reasons, but like also I didn't want to get other people sick. I was still coughing. I was probably still contagious. And so I really wanted to take it easy. Monday, the like week after I was sick, I just kind of felt like crap. I didn't go to the gym. I don't believe I went to the gym that Monday. I gave myself like, okay, you're still pretty tired. Don't overdo it. Whatever. Um, but you know what else came with that? Which was eating out. After work, I caught myself like ordering Uber Eats, and I didn't tell myself no. I didn't take control of the situation. And so like I ordered Uber Eats again and ate my food and didn't think anything of it. It was just very like relaxing and like calming because I just had a whole week of just sitting and chilling and not doing anything. And it felt peaceful to just order food and not have to worry about cooking. And I was almost getting into a trend. Yeah, I was getting into the trend of ordering food, and um, the endorphins of being able to have food delivered to me, good food that was like, um, made me like salivate and like just a lot of processed food that was enticing to me because that's what I had just eaten all week, and it was so simple, so easy. And Tuesday came around, and I realized again I was ordering Uber Eats. I had went to the gym on Tuesday, still was not feeling well, and I overdid it a little bit, but at least I was getting back into the habit of the gym. And this will all come full circle because like throughout the entire week I started ordering Uber Eats until Saturday. I believe it was Saturday. Because I had been back to almost full health. I had picked my habits back up of consistently going to the gym, consistently sleeping well, and picked my whole normality back up. Because for me, I've instilled that in myself for over a year of a consistent way to live, and getting back into that normalcy almost changed my mind to be ready to step up and be like, all right, what is off? What am I doing wrong? What are some bad habits I'm doing? And I started thinking rationally again, and it was like, okay, you should not be ordering Uber Eats anymore. You know that's bad for you. You know that's going against your goals. You know that's not like a positive thing for you. And so in that minute, I took control. I realized like this is not helping me in any way. This is pulling me away from my goals and ambitions. And so right then and there, I put together a cart and I ordered groceries. And from then on, I've consistently been eating in and eating healthy and getting my health back in order. But it takes conscious decisions, and it takes humility in a way to just realize, okay, like I'm not really doing my best here, and understanding that it is okay to fall off the path, but it's not okay to consistently hurt yourself and consistently not achieve what you're striving for. Why? Why would you not be trying to nurture yourself, grow, develop? It's all so easy to say. I will like admit that, but you know the reasons why you're falling short. And you know, one of the prior podcasts that I had, it was talking about doing hard things, and I almost feel like I'm reiterating that. Um, and it's not to be negative. It's to try to motivate anyone on the other side of the screen, this audio listen, whatever media that you're using to listen to this, is where are you falling short? And where you're falling short, diagnose that and come up with a plan. Come up with a plan of how to circumvent the issues that you already know that are present, and create a plan to prevent falling into those same issues. And that sounds simple, I know. But most of us know the answers to what we should be doing, right? In the podcast with Matt, he was so informed. He's so informed on nutritional things. And we talk about like healthy foods. We talk about healthy lifestyle all the time. And even him, he still struggles, right? Like he knows what's technically right, but he still has issues that he has to work through. I know what I should be doing. I know I shouldn't be playing video games as much, but it has a grip on me that sometimes is hard to handle. I want to be doing more things for the podcast and for the YouTube. I want to develop as a better video editor. But I know the things holding me back is time and effort. Just very clearly, it's time and effort. And I'm putting that time and that effort into video games and things that bring me, I would say happiness, but maybe it's not happiness because I'm not achieving some of the things that I've been wanting to. But it's certainly comforting to be able to play video games. And I think it brings me a sense of that, being able to talk to friends and challenge my mind a little bit. But at the end of the day, there's going to be no self-improvement from wasting time on those games. And I understand that. And that's why I think it's a hindrance to me. So, why do I fall into playing video games? Well, it's comforting. And it's a way for me to stress my mind a little, have to think. It releases a lot of dopamine. I mean, there's been studies that I think it's absolutely ridiculous, but I mean the amount of dopamine that you get from video games and your heart rate beating when exciting things are happening. I mean, it can be the equivalent to cocaine, and that's terrifying, but that's also a reason why it's so addictive. And so, not to go off on a huge tangent, but I understand why I use video games and why I enjoy them and things of those sorts. But I also understand why I don't want them in my life and why they can be a hindrance to me. And so I know if I want to take video games out of my life and focus on other things, I have to uninstall every single video game, because then it makes me have to actively and consciously reinstall the games, which is a step that I at least have a mental decision at some point to click install. And at that point, I can be like, no, this is wrong. This is against my goals. These are against my values, right? Or I can be like, you know what? It's just for the weekend, whatever. I can fall into that kind of mindset. I want to be comfortable this weekend. I don't have anything going on. And let me tell you, sometimes it's okay to feel like that. And like, it is okay to have a cheat meal. But it's when you change your mindset and think like, oh, a cheat meal I'll just have a cheat meal every day. It is what it is. It's unhealthy, but it's comfortable, it's convenient. Right? And we all fall into pits like that. I play video games and it's like it's easy, it's convenient. It's like hits my dopamine. It fills a lot of voids that I miss in a day. But it's not the most constructive thing I could be doing, and I understand that. So I know I need to uninstall every single game I have. Otherwise, I will fall back into those consistencies and those pitfalls. That's me diagnosing how to fix my issue and me understanding why I have that issue. And so use that. Think about some of the issues or some of the addictions or some of the things you want to change and where you fell before, and pick yourself up and take control of the situation, because you already know how you failed the first time. So that already gives you an advantage to defeat whatever it is. You're so capable. We are all so capable. We just have to take intention and use our energy to really be our best self and take control of our mind. Shut out all the noise, shut out social media, shut out all these things and listen to yourself and really dig deep and understand why we fell short and where we want to be. Have the mindset and the imagination to think about, where do I want to be? And what are these goals going to help me accomplish? And what kind of person do I admire? I want to be that person. We should all strive to be that person. So guys, just because we dropped the ball doesn't mean we can't pick it back up and take control of the situation and have control of our life. That's enough of my rambling today. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This is another episode where I kind of talk to you about some things I've been thinking about and some things that have impacted me personally, and something I know people struggle with. And I really appreciate you guys listening. I hope this motivates you. Please pick the ball back up. And please put a plan in place. Have an idea how you want to fix things and destroy the issues that you had last time. Prepare. Study. Whatever it takes. You're more than capable. I really appreciate you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, everything that you guys do to help the channel. I appreciate it. The more you guys support, the better guests I can get, the better production that we can have here. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you for listening to this episode of Aligned Identity. Take care.